Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block, and in Liverpool news today, it appears that they are set to sign an Uruguayan central defender named Sebastián. I did some research on the lad this morning because when I heard the news, I was like, who is this guy? Turns out he was actually named the young player of the tournament in the Copa America this past summer. And as we all know, Uruguay, along with Luis Suarez, went on to win the entire thing. So clearly, the kid has quality. I read a couple articles on him, and the guy is 6'5", so he's a monster in the box, very, very dangerous from set pieces, and he's frankly just a physical monster. But the best part about him, oftentimes what you see with young physical players is that they try to use their size to their advantage too often and don't really rely on their smarts or their positional instincts as they should. As it turns out, Coates actually likes to use his positional instincts and his football smarts rather than his size more often than not. So the kid is clearly a smart player, and the fact that he's just a monster of a physical specimen really bodes well for Liverpool. I think this could be a top signing. Liverpool had been rumored to sign Gary Cahill for around £12 million plus the £4 million rated David Ingog. I don't really think that deal will happen if this deal goes through. Coates, I think, is about to sign for about £10 million, which I think is really the true value of Gary Cahill. Gary Cahill, I think, is a fine center back, and he obviously is a threat to score anytime he brings the ball up the field. But I do think that because he's British, he's a little bit overpriced and a little bit overvalued. And given the fact that we've signed so many British players for, I guess, overvalued prices, signing a player for their true value would be a nice change of pace, I guess. I've also been hearing that Kenny Dalglish is thinking about accepting Craig Bellamy on a free transfer or a loan for the season. Craig Bellamy is currently playing for Manchester City, although Roberto Mancini has no plans to play Bellamy at all this season. He has no future in the Manchester City side, and apparently Liverpool are willing to take on the striker. I think this would be a terrible move. The guy's a 32-year-old striker with an injury history. Yeah, he could be a nice backup, but not for £95,000 a week. I get into this every single time. £95,000 a week is a lot of money. That's the kind of money that you pay to a top-flight, world-class player, not Craig Bellamy, not a 32-year-old Craig Bellamy who would be sitting on the bench most of the season, barring a major injury. And you know, his injury record is so deep that he would probably get injured within the first 5 minutes of the game, should he ever come on. Considering fans are really up in arms right now about trying to move Joe Cole to QPR because his wages are so high, I think bringing in Craig Bellamy would be very hypocritical of what Liverpool is trying to do right now and really be a double standard. So I do not support bringing in Craig Bellamy. I do think that he could be an okay player, a good, nice backup striker, but not for £95,000 a week. That is ludicrous. So that's all for today at JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block. I want you to give me your thoughts on the transfer. Does the Sebastián signing sufficiently satisfy our need at center back? Or do you think he's the wrong guy and we really should have targeted somebody else? And let me know your thoughts on any other transfers that are going on with Liverpool. I still think they need another striker, but that remains to be seen. Don't sign Craig Bellamy. Red Dragon tattoo.